Welcome to Globetrotters HD. Are you ready to embark on a jaw-dropping journey through one of the most beautiful and mystical countries in the world? Today we're exploring China, a land of ancient wonders, breathtaking landscapes, and natural masterpieces that will leave you speechless. From otherworldly mountains that inspired blockbuster movies to glassy lakes reflecting nature's perfection, China is home to some of the most stunning places on Earth. Stick with us as we count down the 7 most beautiful places in China. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the very end because our #1 pick is something you have to see to believe. So grab your passport, sit back, and let's dive into China's most unreal landscapes. Number 7. The Karst Mountains of Guilin. The Karst Mountains in Guilin are among China's most iconic natural wonders, famous worldwide for their surreal, postcard-perfect scenery. These limestone peaks, which rise dramatically from the Li River, create a fairy tale landscape that looks like something out of a traditional Chinese painting. Misty mornings here are especially magical, as the peaks seem to float above the river like islands in a dream. One of the best ways to experience this stunning scenery is by taking a bamboo raft ride along the Li River. As you float down the tranquil waters, you'll pass ancient villages, see local fishermen using cormorant birds to catch fish, and witness a landscape that has inspired artists and poets for centuries. Fun fact, the Karst Mountains are over 500 million years old, sculpted by nature through erosion over millennia. Nearest city Guilin, easily accessible by train or plane. Where to stay? Stay in a riverside hotel like the Guilin Bravo Hotel for uninterrupted views of the Karst Mountains. Now, let's leave the riverbanks and ascend to a mystical mountain range that looks like a scene from a fantasy novel. Number 6. The Yellow Mountains, Huangshan. The Yellow Mountains, or Huangshan, are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of China's most breathtaking mountain ranges. Famous for their twisted pine trees, dramatic granite peaks, and the ethereal mist that shrouds them, these mountains have inspired countless painters, poets, and filmmakers throughout history. One of the most magical experiences here is witnessing the sunrise over the sea of clouds, where the mountain peaks pierce through the mist, creating an almost heavenly scene. If you're an early riser, make sure to hike up before dawn to catch this once-in-a-lifetime view. For the adventurous, there are stone staircases carved into cliffs, leading to hidden temples and hot springs. And if hiking isn't your thing, take the cable car for an unbelievable aerial perspective of the landscape. Fun fact, the Yellow Mountains were immortalized in traditional Chinese ink paintings and are considered the pinnacle of classical Chinese landscapes. Nearest city, Huangshan City, the gateway to the mountains. Where to stay? Opt for a mountainside hotel to wake up to breathtaking views right outside your window. Next up, we're heading to a landscape so unique and unreal, it was the inspiration for one of the most famous sci-fi films of all time. Number 5. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. If you've ever seen the floating mountains in Avatar, you've already had a taste of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, because this jaw-dropping destination was the inspiration behind the film's alien-like scenery. Home to over 3,000 towering sandstone pillars, some reaching heights of 1,000 feet, this park is like stepping into another world. These towering spires, often shrouded in mist, give the illusion of floating islands suspended in the sky. For the ultimate adrenaline rush, take a walk on the Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge, the world's highest and longest glass-bottom bridge, stretching across a deep canyon. Walking across this transparent bridge with nothing but air beneath your feet is an experience you'll never forget. Fun fact, some of these sandstone pillars are so tall and thin, they seem to defy gravity, standing completely unsupported. Nearest city, Zhangjiajie City, about a 4-hour drive from Changsha. Where to stay? Stay at the Pullman Zhangjiajie for a luxurious yet close-to-nature experience. From towering peaks, we now head to a hidden paradise filled with crystal-clear lakes and cascading waterfalls. Number 4. Zhangjiajie Valley. Known as the Valley of 9 Villages, Zhangjiajie Valley is a true masterpiece of nature. This UNESCO-listed paradise is famous for its multicolored lakes, tiered waterfalls, and snow-capped peaks, creating a landscape so vibrant it looks almost unreal. The most famous attraction here is the Five-Flower Lake, a body of water so clear that you can see fallen trees resting at the bottom. Depending on the season, the lake changes colors, shifting from emerald green to deep sapphire blue. Fun fact, Zhangjiajie is home to the elusive giant panda, though sightings are extremely rare due to the dense forests. Nearest city Chengdu, about a 7-hour drive away. Where to stay? Choose an eco-lodge for an immersive stay surrounded by untouched wilderness. Now let's leave the lush forests behind and venture into a barren yet breathtaking desert. Number 3. The Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert is a vast, untouched wilderness that stretches across northern China and Mongolia. Unlike your typical desert, the Gobi isn't just endless sand dunes. It's home to rocky cliffs, ancient fossils, and unique wildlife like wild camels and desert foxes. One of the most surreal spots is the singing sand dunes, where the shifting sands produce an eerie humming sound as the wind blows. Fun fact: the Gobi is one of the richest sites for dinosaur fossils, with many new species discovered here. Nearest city, Hohhot, Inner Mongolia. Where to stay? Experience nomadic life by staying in a yurt camp under the desert sky. From the desert, let's climb one of China's most sacred mountains. Number 2. Mount Imei. Mount Imei, one of China's 4 sacred Buddhist mountains, is a place of spiritual and natural beauty. Its ancient monasteries, misty forests, and winding trails create a serene, almost mystical atmosphere. The Golden Summit Temple, with its massive golden Buddha, rises above the clouds, offering panoramic views that seem otherworldly. Hikers often encounter the Imei Shan macaques, playful monkeys known for their clever and sometimes sneaky antics. As you ascend, you'll pass hidden shrines, ancient trees, and cascading waterfalls, making this more than just a hike. It's a journey through history and nature. Fun fact: the nearby Leshan giant Buddha is the largest stone Buddha in the world, carved over 1,200 years ago. Nearest city Leshan, 30 kilometers away. Where to stay? Monastery guest houses for a spiritual retreat or mountainside resorts for epic views. Now let's drift into a river journey straight out of a painting. Number 1. The Li River. The Li River is a dreamlike landscape with towering karst mountains, emerald green waters, and ancient villages lining its banks. A bamboo raft ride or scenic cruise takes you past iconic spots like 9-Horse Fresco Hill and the Reed Flute Cave, where nature has sculpted its own masterpieces. For the most magical experience, visit at sunrise when mist blankets the peaks, making them look like floating islands. If you're lucky, you'll spot traditional cormorant fishermen who have used birds to catch fish for centuries. Fun fact: the Li River's stunning scenery is featured on China's 20 yuan banknote, a testament to its legendary beauty. Nearest city Guilin, the perfect base for exploration. Where to stay? Riverside lodges for sunrise views or overnight cruises for a fully immersive journey. And there you have it, the 7 most beautiful places in China. From the karst mountains to the misty peaks and sacred sites, China's natural beauty is beyond compare. Which of these places are you adding to your bucket list? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Globetrotters HD, and hit the bell icon for more travel inspiration. Share this video with a friend who dreams of exploring China's wonders. Happy travels, Globetrotters!